Is your home making you sick? Welcome to tonight's masterclass, the Nikken Wellness Home. Hello, I'm Heather Abbott, an integrated nutrition health coach and your co-pilot for tonight. Our professor is Dr. Gary Linder, a former faculty member at UC Davis and current adjunct professor at Chico State University. Dr. Linder earned his doctorate in physiology at Clemson University. Dr. Gary, bring it home.
Well, thank you, Heather, and thank you everyone for sharing some time with us this evening. So tonight, what we're going to talk about is the wellness home and some solutions for some problems. So let's get started. This is kind of a long PowerPoint, but we'll try to just go right through it. And let me do a little maintenance here. So lots of times we talk about nurturing our nature, and I'm going to start there because our bodies are pretty amazing. What we really are talking about from a physiology standpoint is homeostasis and how to maintain balance in our body. A good example is body temperature. We need to keep our body temperature at 98.6 degrees or 37 degrees Celsius, and that involves a lot of physiological systems to do that one thing that we don't even really think about. So we have 50 trillion cells in our body, and these cells are grouped into tissues that organize into organs and into physiological systems that work in synchrony and balance with each other. 10 trillion of these cells are somatic cells. They're the ones that actually make up our physical body. The other 40 trillion or so are the microbiome of our body, our gut, flora and fauna, and the things that keep us healthy. So we replace 6 billion cells each day. And in the time I just said that, we each replaced about 50 million. So that's pretty amazing. Our entire skin, our largest organ, is replaced every 27 days. Our skeletal system every 10 years. So we replace that about 7 or 8 times in our lifetime. Our lung and our liver tissue every 6 weeks, and our entire intestinal lining every 7 days. So in order to maintain this balance, we need to nurture our nature, and we need to do that with 5 vital elements. And I will highlight vital because without them, we will cease to exist. In other words, so we need air. We breathe about 20,000 breaths a day. We need to keep our bodies well hydrated. We need adequate sleep and good quality sleep each night. We need to feed our bodies with nutritious food. And we also need the natural energies of the sun, the earth, and the wind, or kinetic energy. So how do each of these 5 vital elements currently exist? Not in very healthy conditions. In other words, our air, our water are contaminated. They contain toxins and chemicals. Inadequate, poor quality, non-restorative sleep is not the exception. For many people, that's the norm. We have food that's over-processed, not nutritious. It's filled with chemicals and excess sugar. And people really aren't getting the nutrition that they need to nurture their nature. And many times we block these natural energies of the sun, the earth, and the wind. And we also have a lot of electromagnetic field EMF contamination as well. So to have these in a healthy condition, we really want them the way nature intended. So we want pure, energized water and air. We want a deep, restful sleep and adequate sleep time as well. We want natural, organic, nutritious whole food. And we want to have access to these natural energies of the sun, the earth, and the wind. So how do we accomplish this? And this is where our company Nikken comes in. We've been doing this since 1975. And what we do is we use science and technology to replicate nature. The word for that is biomimicry. Now, this actually became popular in a 1997 book by that name, Biomimicry, and it's becoming more and more prevalent. In fact, scientists are saying that this is very important currently and will be even more important in the future. So what we do is we use this principle of biomimicry for the Nikken Wellness Home. So we're going to go through the wellness home here. It's almost like a little tour. We're going to talk about the products and some of the solutions for these problems. The Nikken Wellness Home, the best way to describe it is it's like a greenhouse for humans. In other words, it's not just providing these things to maintain yourself, but also so that you can thrive. So if you look at a greenhouse, what does it provide? It provides everything that those plants need to thrive. It creates that environment. So we address healthy air, healthy water, quality sleep, whole food nutrition, and these healthy natural energies. So let's talk about air for just a second. So many times, and Heather mentioned when she started, is your home making you sick? I just read a few days ago a National Geographic article that listed the 10 places that have the unhealthiest air. And among those were public buildings, they were airports, they were schools. There was a number of them, but also in that list were our homes. And and the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, says that the average home has 2 to 5 times more chemicals and contaminants inside the home than present outdoors, even in the most polluted cities. So a solution for that in our Nikken Wellness Home is the Kinko Air Purifier. Now, this is an awesome air system, air purifier. It's patented to generate negative ions, and this gives the feeling of being in nature and also supplying some of those natural energies we were talking about. In Japanese, this is called Shinrin Yoku, or forest bathing. So we have an excellent filtration capacity, up to 99.97% of 0.3 micron particles are filtered out of the air. The pre-filter is reusable. The outer filters are replaceable, and the unit itself is very good for our planet because it's made with recyclable materials. So it also is very simple to operate. You plug it in. It has a automatic function where it actually detects ambient pollution levels and operates automatically, or you can place it on manual operation. We had a little problem in the oven the other day, and creating some smoke in the kitchen. And one of the Kinko air purifiers is in our living room in our home. We actually have 4 in the house, but one of them is in the living room adjacent to the kitchen. And I just put it on manual to its highest level, and it removed that smoke. It was a matter of a couple minutes, I think. So it also shows the air quality in the room, with red being not so good and blue meaning that you have very good quality air in that room. So we're going to address water. Water is not just a beverage choice, it's an essential nutrient. And I think we all need to realize that and respect our needs for water. Unfortunately, many of us don't and live our lives in a state of chronic dehydration. It's estimated 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated and walk around dehydrated every day, which can lead to many health challenges. So we want to drink enough water, and I suggest and recommend drinking half your body weight in ounces of good, healthy water every day to stay hydrated. And what kind of water do we want? We would want the healthiest water possible, the way nature intended. So nature intended water to be pure, free of contaminants, to contain minerals, to have a slightly alkaline pH due to those minerals, and also to have some structure which helps with its bioavailability. And this is the solution for this dilemma. It's the Pimag waterfall. It produces extremely healthy water. In fact, my dad spent most of his life in the water quality business, Mort Linder, and he used to call himself his water quality expert. That was his answering phone, his message on his answering machine. But anyways, when I introduced my dad to this system, and again, man, very knowledgeable in water and water quality, he said, Gary, this is what we've always wanted. We wanted a system to take all the harmful things out, but then put the good things back in the way nature intended. So the healthy, affordable, environmentally conscientious choice is to filter tap water. Tap water is treated, of course, with chlorine or another halide to kill microorganisms or bacteria. But the problem is that it produces compounds that are not very healthy. And what we're really talking about here is the result of chlorine reacting with organic material to produce volatile organic compounds. And there are many different types of those. And we do not want to drink them. So drinking tap water isn't necessarily the healthiest thing to do, but to filter it and remove those things and put some good things back in is a very good choice. So this filters to NSF standards 42, 53, and 372. It creates an ionized structured water and a slightly alkaline water. The unit itself sits on the countertop. You just pour water into the top container. It goes through a gravity filter and then actually is not only filtered, but then we also have pi elements and minerals that are added back to make water the way nature intended. The water tastes great. It's very smooth. It's extremely hydrating because it's structured. It's great for our environment, our body, and your wallet. It's about 10 cents a gallon for what I consider to be as healthy a water as you can find. So are you showering in tap water? And many people don't consider this, but I like to point out to them that basically a 5-minute shower, just in one 5-minute shower, is enough chlorine absorbed in your lungs is equal to 30 days of drinking tap water. The average bath or shower is 25 to 30 gallons, and we absorb that chlorine through our skin into our lungs very, very quickly. So up to 2/3 of our harmful exposure to chlorine is due to inhalation of steam and skin absorption while showering or bathing. So bathe in purified or Nikken Pimag water as well. And to accomplish that, we have the Pimag Microjet shower system. Now, this system is awesome. This is probably one of the products that I get the quickest stories or testimonies from. People will call me up after investing in one of the shower systems. It comes in a handheld or a wall mount, and they will say, Gary, that is the greatest shower I've ever took. I mean, I didn't even want to get out of the shower. It felt great. And one of the reasons it does is this air induction system built into the shower head, which puts thousands and thousands or millions of microbubbles into that water, making it increasing its surface area, so it's better for cleaning, and it also just feels really, really good. So I highly recommend the shower system as well. One other water product we have is the Pimag Sport Bottle for on the go. Now, this not only filters and produces Pimag water with the same characteristics that we talked about earlier, the way nature intended, but also it is great for our environment as well, where one of these bottles can replace up to 1,400 to 1,500 single-use plastic water bottles that if somebody's using that as their water source. So this is a great, we don't leave home without it. Heather and I usually travel quite a bit. We haven't been in the last year for obvious reasons, but we never leave home without this bottle. So all of these products come together in what we call the Nikken Pimag water pack. And this, if you purchase this or invest in this as a pack, it's a 10% discount on all these products. So it's probably one of our top selling wellness home packs. I'm sure it is. And the other thing I want to point out here is that even though these products look like plastic, they're actually made with biodegradable polymers that basically thrown into a landfill, turn into dirt. So they're also with recyclable, made with recyclable products that do not leach chemicals like BPAs or other things into your water. And so they're very environmentally friendly. So let's talk a minute about sleep. Sleep matters. It's very important. Actually, I think we're going to do a whole segment on sleep next week. Here's the issue. Again, just like staying well hydrated, many of us don't respect our need for sleep. And research indicates that sleeping less than 8 hours each night or poor quality sleep is associated with many health risks. And poor sleep can cause fatigue, heart disease, weight gain, diabetes, anxiety, stroke, kidney disease, cancer. The average hours slept in the US on work nights is 6.5 hours. And this is the source of this is the National Sleep Foundation. And I find it interesting that they asked per work night, because many times we trade our sleep for different activities, whether they're work related or wherever they might be, and say, okay, well, I'm going to get this project done and not get my full 8 hours sleep, and I'll make up for it on the weekend. And that is a big fallacy. That's not true. We carry sleep debt every day. We can't. It's a 24-hour cycle. We can't make up for sleep loss during the week by sleeping in on the weekends. So a healthy sleep has been, and this is a very powerful statement by the father of sleep medicine, William C. Dement. Healthy sleep has been empirically proven to be the single most important determinant in predicting longevity, more important than diet, exercise, or heredity. And the solution that we have in the Nikken Wellness Home is the Kenko Rest Fit sleep system. This is a redesigned sleep system for Nikken. We absolutely love it. Both Heather and I do. It has a number of technologies there. Many sleep experts talk about creating the right sleep environment, a dark room, a cool room, but also with a very advanced or supportive sleep system. And this is exactly what this system does. We use the magnetic energy of the Earth's natural magnetics that helps us relax and calm down, as well as does the negative ions from the tourmaline. Every time you move, we have massage nodules, so you're not tossing and turning and waking up. It provides orthopedic support for all body temps. One of the body temperatures, one of the important things is regulating that body temperature. Many times we wake up at night because we're too hot or too cold. We're throwing pillows on or throwing the covers on and off. We have a pillow that helps cool the head naturally. This is an awesome sleep system. I've pretty much through most of my adult life, prior to using the Nikken sleep system, I would, lay in bed awake, couldn't calm down, finally go to sleep. I'd wake up a couple hours later, look at the clock, and then fall asleep again, wake up a couple hours later, look at the clock. And this is pretty much my adult pattern of sleep. After the Nikken sleep system, I sleep like I did when I was a kid. I lay in the bed, I fall asleep quickly, I sleep very soundly. I get up in the morning full of energy, well rested, much as I did as a kid when I was ready to get outside and get on the baseball field. So this is an excellent, excellent system. So food matters too. We need to feed our body, and we need to feed it with whole food. There's 3 foods that we need every day. There's many nutritionals that we need every day, but in general, the 3 foods we need every day are proteins, we need fruits, and we need vegetables. And is this a conundrum in your home? 60% of children don't eat enough fruit. 93% don't eat enough vegetables to meet daily requirements. And this just isn't with children. The CDC says only 1 in 10 adults get enough fruits and vegetables in their daily diet. We address this in the Wellness Home with whole food nutrition. We have protein source from our Kenzen Vital Balance. We have a fruit source from our Super Siaga. We have jade green zymes, barley grass, And then we have the Kenzen Total Vegan Drink Mix, which is fruits and veggies. These are excellent nutritional products. They are real food. They are whole food. They are organic food. And they can supply that need for proteins, fruits, and veggies in a very simple, easy, and cost-effective way. So the three vital energies that we talked about that we need as well are, again, the energy of the sun, the energy of the wind, and the magnetic energy of the earth. And I will also add in the earth's energies, we also need free electrons that we get from grounding to the earth, much as this picture is displaying with this lady with her bare feet touching the earth. Nikken provides products to provide these to us. We have these in what we call a assortment of products, which is called our energy pack. And we have many products here that we can use where needed. If we have some discomfort in different areas, we have massage products. We have our magnetic insoles, which was Nikken's first product in 1975. We have jewelry. We have other wraps. We have the grounding pad. We have the Kenko seat to put in our office chairs or in our automobiles or just in our easy chairs to provide that energy to us as well. These products really also exemplify that process of biomimicry, to where we're using science and technology to replicate nature and provide these energies to our bodies. So we have the Wellness Home, within the Wellness Home, a number of different packs. And the packs are set up to give you a discount. In other words, we have the water pack, which we can get the home unit, the Pimag waterfall, the shower system, and the sport bottle and replacement filters at a 10% discount. We have a sleep pack for different size beds, everything from twin up to king size. And those packs are at 10% discount. And then we have the energy pack. Now, the Kenko air purifier is a standalone product that you invest in. And then we all have different nutritional needs, which we customize to each of our clients or our customers and ourselves as well. And you may be thinking, wow, this really sounds like this could be break the budget. It's not. If we look at each of these packs, the water pack, the sleep pack, the energy pack, the total investment for those, and I base this on a queen bed, is less than $3,500. And that includes the Kenko air purifier. So the only other investment in your self-care, in your wellness program, would be what nutritionals could help you the best. So the Nikken Wellness Home, again, as I said, is like a greenhouse for humans. It truly is. I think that describes it very well. Here's a quote that is a number of years old, but one that I came up with. And what I'm saying here is this is the most logical and effective, and it is completely logical. It just makes common sense. But the most logical and effective prevention-focused healthcare system, self-care system in the world. And again, we want to be in harmony with nature, not only within our bodies and nurture our nature, but nurture and help our planet as well. And I know we as wellness business builders associated with Nikken are very proud of the fact that we use recyclable materials. We use materials from renewable resources. We try as much as we can to be organic with many of our products. We just updated our organic status to our skincare line. Our nutritionals are organic. And again, we're using polymers that, instead of plastics, that don't pollute our planet, and they're biodegradable, nor do they leach any harmful chemicals into our water. So starting a wellness home is a decision to bring Nikken's principles of nature to yourself and your loved ones, and to live in harmony with nature. So we invite you to be part of our global wellness community. Get back to the person that invited you to take to this class, and just get some more information. I also want to let you know that each of these subjects that we talked about, air, water, sleep, food, and natural energies, that we have other videos and master classes recorded on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/c/selfcareawakening. And with that,